Today, Saturday, October 29th, protests continued in dozens of cities across Iran and tens of universities throughout the nation, while protests continued well into midnight on Friday in cities across Iran. As protests continue to grow on university campuses, in defiance of the regime, in a brutal act, plainclothed agents raided Sadaf dormitory of Jondishapour University in Ahvaz. A large protest formed in Arak during the burial ceremony of a 19-year-old protester who had been arrested and killed while in custody. People in Mahabad destroyed monuments of the symbol of the Iranian regime. Following the death of a detainee in Sanandaj, people gathered outside Kowthar Hospital, the Golan dormitory of Kurdistan University of Medical Sciences, which overlooks the hospital, was attacked with live ammunition by IRGC and state security forces. Clashes have been also reported in Ardabil and central Azerbaijan province. Today marks Cyrus the Great Day. The regime has blocked all roads leading to Pasargad, the tomb of Cyrus the Great, in Fars province, preventing people from holding gatherings there. The criminal IRGC chief, Hossein Salami, warned protesters that Saturday would be the last day they would be able to take to the streets. His remarks is a clear acknowledgement of the regime's failure to quell the Iranian people's nationwide uprising. It is also an indication of the regime's intention to further intensify brutal suppression in coming days. On October 28th, marking the 43rd day of the uprisings, tens of thousands of locals in Zahedan, the capital of Sistan Baluchistan, took to the streets with chants of death to Khamenei. The IRGC and its special unit opened fire on protesters, according to local activists. At least 6 people, including a 12-year-old child, were killed and many were wounded in yesterday's protest in Zahedan. Clashes between people and IRGC forces continued in Saravan, Iran Shahr, and Zahedan. Women and children were among the killed and wounded. In Zahedan, people blocked roads and continued hit-and-run clashes with fully armed suppressive forces. Earlier on September 30th, regime's forces opened fire on Zahedan residents. MEK network inside Iran registered the deaths of at least 120 people. On Friday, October 28th, the regime called for pro-regime counter-demonstrations following the official Friday prayer sermon, which turned to a total failure. In addition, Khamenei's representatives were instructed to focus their attack against the MEK and its role in the uprisings during Friday's sermons, followed by chants of death to MEK. The regime is extremely concerned with the activities of MEK resistance units and the MEK network inside of Iran. According to reports by the MEK, the number of deaths of Iran's nationwide uprisings, which has spread to 203 cities nationwide in its 6th week, is more than 450, and the number of detainees exceeds 25,000.